Hey, welcome back guys to my channel and to a new video. I hope you guys are learning from my channel, and I hope you guys are enjoying it, the content I'm bringing in. I always think about something new that I guess I can maybe create something that you guys can learn from, and hopefully this knowledge can help you guys at the end. So anyway, without wasting too much time, I do want to thank you for the people that have been watching my videos, liking and subscribing. That does help my channel and help me motivate, so I can come up with newer ideas like this one. So anyway, thank you so much for for all the support. So anyway, without wasting too much time, I want to show you what I'm planning to do in this video, and then I'll kind of go from there. So here you can see on your screen I have a bunch of soldering iron from the brand name Keller to the Harbor Freight. This is like from Radio Shack, this one I believe. Let's see. Yep, I believe this is the Radio Shack. So it's an older one. Yep, this is the Radio Shack one. So this is Radio Shack. This is one of like a cheap Chinese knockout that normally comes like in a like a kit. You order like a soldering kit. And this is one of them I ordered from like AliExpress or eBay a while ago when I was working on a project. So I had to like suck up some of the solder from some of the component on the board. So it was really hard to remove with these ones. So I ended up buying this one. So the reason I decided to make this video, because every time I do a project and I'm always lacking on a heat or maybe some sort of like a feature that my existing irons do not offer, then I go back and buy something new, and I'm finally it works out and I'm happy and I'm done, and next thing I see, hey, I'm working on something else, maybe soldering a little thicker wire, and this one worked for some of the parts, but when you do like a thicker wire like 12 gauge or 10 gauge or 8 gauge, this soldering iron even failed. So I ended up buying this one, and there was some interesting fact I found in this Keller brand. I mean, this is one of the name brand, because I was getting tired, to be honest, buying these iron for different projects. I'm like, what, just get a good one so I don't have to worry about it. And this one also has some downfall, and this is what I'm going to talk about. I mean, I think I'm talking about which one I guess I would recommend. From my point of view, I have been doing this soldering work for my personal use, I would say for good 20-25 years. I mean, it all started from little work, and I mean, I do repair TVs and stuff like that for my personal use, as you can see on my channel. But yeah, so anyway, without wasting too much time, I would show you like basically how much watt it consumes. That's one thing I'm going to show you. I mean, okay, so I'm going to show you my recommendation, which one I really like out of all of these, which one I would recommend you guys to get, and why the watt. I'm sure you guys, when you are shopping for soldering iron, everybody say 30 watt, 60 watt, 80, 100 and more. I mean, why does the watt really matters? I mean, that's a good question. A lot of people don't know or don't think about it. Now the question is, we need to know why the watt really matters, and a lot of companies like this one really do a fake advertisement, and I'm pretty disappointed. This is the one I got from Harbor Freight. You can see I did post one of the video on my channel where I'm doing the unboxing of this soldering iron. I was pretty happy at first, but as I kind of going towards more and more thicker gauge wire to solder, this is a failure. I mean, this is a clear freaking failure. I hate it. I mean, I just got this iron for, I don't know, 3-4 months ago, and this is seriously a failure. So I would never recommend you to get this one. I just got this one and I was pretty happy with what I'm doing, but this does not shows 80 watts. So anyway, so I guess let's start from one by one. So I'm gonna go with, I guess, bad to better one, so that way you can see. So what you're looking for iron is, of course, the higher the watt. Okay, if you, I guess, let me put it this way. The more the watt, not the volt. There's a difference between volt, V-O-L-T, to a watt, W-A-T-T, right? So we know in US, pretty much every appliance, AC device is 120 volt, right? So these all soldering irons you're looking here, they are all 120 volt. Now they're all different watt, W-A-T-T, and that is where confusing part comes. Now this is Chinese or cheaper knockout version, I should say. Here you can see on my screen, maybe I'll try to zoom or something so you can clearly see. This one is 35 watt. So W is watt, and the 120, so 110 to 120 is a volt. So we know it's 120 volt, it'll just plug in the regular power. Now I'm going to show you this one will consume 35 watt. And there was an issue in this Weller one, which is kind of concerning to me, and I'm pretty unhappy with this. Then of course this one says 100 watt, but yeah, it is kind of, you know, what they show is not really what they sell. They're trying to kind of cheat with the watt, because watt is basically how hot your iron will be, you know, your iron will be. That's a problem. You need higher watt, but these companies are basically playing game. I mean, it's freaking a spam. So anyway, I have two different meter, you can say, or out measurement. I have this kilowatt. So here you can see on your screen, it's plugged in the normal AC outlet. It's showing 119.2, like 120 volt. So that's the one coming from, you know, my utility company. Now here's a watt button. When I press the watt, it shows 0 because I'm not using any watt right now. And just to kind of show you guys, I also have this EcoFlow power station. This also does the same thing. Here you can see 000 because I'm not consuming anything right now. But once I plug something here to the outlets, I can show you here. See, here are the outlets. So once I plug something here, it also shows you the watt. The reason I have two different ones, so I can show you, you know, a comparison. So that way you guys, you know, it doesn't look like this is maybe not giving you accurate or this is not giving you accurate, you know, so I can kind of give you both of them. So anyway, let's start. I'm going to plug this puppy in this one, and I'll show you how much watt, which means, you know, how hot it will be, how much it's consuming, right? So let's plug this one in. Look at that. 40. I mean, these numbers fluctuate, but you can see 40.4. So it basically, there you go, 40.4. And I'm sure it's getting, yep, it's getting warm. So yeah, I'm going to unplug it, but you can see clearly this is consuming about 40 watt, which is good. So what this one is selling, they're clearly saying 35 watt, but this is consuming 40 watt, which is pretty nice, right? This is what you're looking for. This is nice. And when I plug in this one, let's see what it shows here. There you go, 38. Yep, it's stopped at 38, 37, 38. So yes, we can clearly say, yeah, the other one was like what, 42 or something, but yeah, this one is 37, 38, which is, I guess, acceptable. I'm not sure why there's a little difference. I do not know, honestly. But yeah, you can clearly see this is 37, 38, which is fine. This is at 35 watt. Now I'm going to show you a different one. Let me put this on something so it does not burn my table. All right. Now let's go to this one, right? This is the one that sucks the solder. So you press this puppy, you know, this is like a little hole in there. You basically point on certain like component and you press this button when it melts. So basically when it's melted, you press it, it just sucks the solder out. And it's a really good device. I mean, it comes so handy when I'm working on removing some of the relays or, you know, capacitor. It comes pretty handy. But yeah, this one's saying 30 watt. Look at that, 30 watt. So let's plug how much it takes here. Look at that, 23, 26. Again, this is below the average because this company is not being honest. I mean, they're clearly playing a game here. Look at that. It should be 30 watt or close to 30, but it's not going beyond 23, 24. Now let's plug this puppy in this one. Yep, similar number. Look at that, 23. I mean, yep, it's getting hot, but 23. You can clearly see how they're playing a game, how these Chinese companies basically fake it, you know. So you can clearly see. So 23 watt, basically a liar, but this one does come handy. Now I'm going to show you this one. This is a Radio Shack one. Here you can see Radio Shack. This is the old one. I think, I don't remember where I got it, but this is one of the old one. And this one says 30 to 35 watt, which I like it because they're giving you like an average, right? 30 to 35 watt approximate. So let's plug this one in. Look at that, 25, 31. Now it's fluctuating, but you can see the dot. So it's 31 watt, which is very accurate with this one. It's going from 31.2, so between 30 to 35 watt. And let's plug in this one. Look at that, 30, exactly 30. 29.30 basically. So this is accurate. I mean, this is what you're looking for, 2930. And this one is pretty good for small jobs. If you're looking for just tiny, small jobs, it works perfect, and I still like it. But it's not going to help you if you are, going to solder a thick. I can give you a small example here. I have a motor sitting here on my desk, but look at this. You see this motor? This is from an old cordless drill, but these wires are thick. I think this is like maybe 15 or 17 gauge. But when you solder these wires, nope, your iron is not going to work. Look at this, how thick this solder work is. So these would not going to work, and that's why you need a bigger ones. So it all depends what type of job or what type of project you're working on, and based on that you need to buy an iron. I mean, you might be good with 30-35, or you might need something like 80 or 100 or even more. Now this is what I got a few months ago from Harbor Freight. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was $25 or $30. But you can clearly freaking see 100-watt soldering iron, right? This is what I saw, and I was pretty excited to get it. I'm like, hey, it's gonna be really good. 100-watt, I'll be really happy with this. Not until I started doing a heavy job. But let me show you this. Look at that. 35-watt. I mean, you tell me, does that make any sense here? This thing is 33-watt it's consuming, and why are they saying 100-watt? Now you say why these companies are like a faker and liar, right? I mean, again, guys, this is not a paid video. I'm just showing you my own tools around my house and what I think about it. The video is all about my personal opinion. Like it has nothing to do with marketing or advertisement. I'm just giving you my personal reviews. But yeah, look at that, it's not even freaking melting. I mean, it does melt. Maybe it's still taking a while, or maybe it has some corrosion or whatever. Yeah. I'm honestly not liking this one. But anyway, you can clearly see it dropped 29, 27. And let me plug in this one. Okay, here it shows 47, 48. Again, I do not know why there's a huge difference. Here it was not going beyond 26, 30. Here I'm seeing 40, 45. But anyway, it's not even close to 100-watt, which is completely a fake advertisement. Now I do remember looking at the box, it says equivalent to 100-watt, because maybe this is a different technology. It has like a big transformer that basically convert or send some a radiation or something, I don't know. But maybe that's the reason. But still, guys, I mean, clearly it's freaking 30-40 volt, and there is no way this is a 100-watt equivalent. So this is a completely failure. This never get hot to what you need. Okay, so at the end I was tired. I was like, you know what, I need something good, something that's reliable. I need something that works, something more hot, right? So I did some research, and this is one of the high-end soldering brand. It's called Weller. This one is 80-watt. I'll show you a sticker here. Okay, this is the model number, WLIR8012A, and here you can clearly see, hopefully you can see that, look at that, it's clearly 80-watt 120 volt, and I'm like, you know what, this will be a good one. So I was pretty excited. I just got it last week or something in mail, and I'm like, all right. So I did some work, and hey, this works really good. I was able to solder, I don't know, 12 or 10 gauge wire. It was very thick, and this is the one I think this is the best one I have so far. But now I'll show you why I don't like this one, right? It's 80 volt. Now let me plug here. Now look at that. 66. There you go, 66. It's only consuming 66 volt. Oh, sorry, watt. Now that is what I do not understand. If you guys have any explanation, I would appreciate. Just leave me a comment and help me understand why this freaking iron does not show or does not consume more than 66 watt. Again, it does get hot really well. It does the job really good. I'm really happy with this iron, but I'm still not satisfied the fact I'm paying for 80 watt. Now it should be consuming 80 watt, but it's not going beyond 66. Now let me plug in this one here, and let's see if this shows different. Look at that, 63, 64, 63. Again, this is 80 watt. Why is it not doing 80 watt? I have no idea. I sent the email to Weller directly, no reply back. I still do not know. But yeah, this is something I purchased on Amazon. It was sold by Amazon, so of course Amazon don't have any answer. They are just a seller. They're just a mediator. But anyway, guys, this is all I want to show you. If you know why this iron is not going 80 volt, or at least 75, 78 or something like that. 64, 65 is a huge downfall from 80. I mean, there's a 15 watt difference. I want it to be consuming 80 watt. Now I know they do sell 100 watt soldering iron as well, the same brand. I don't know how well that one will work. Maybe I will show you in future if I have it. I don't have it personally, but when I saw this, I'm pretty disappointed. I'm thinking to like send this back and get my money back and maybe ordering a different one, because I'm not happy when I saw 60, 65 watt. It's basically a faking. These companies are faking. They're trying to sell you something, and then basically you're like, oh, 80 watt is not sufficient, it's not doing my job and I'm not happy with it. Let me bump it to 100 watt, and maybe at 100 they'll give you 80 watt actual soldering inside component. So you're like, oh, okay, 81 works, and then you bump it to 150 watt, and then you're getting actually 120. Maybe they play the game, maybe it's a fake marketing, I don't know. And that is what I kind of realized when I was looking at the volt. In reality, what you see, the rating, this is what you should see on the output devices, but this is not the case. But anyway, guys, this is all I wanted to show you. If you're looking for a heavy job, I would definitely recommend this iron. I mean, I'm still not happy the fact it's not taking 80 watt, but this is still gonna do a lot of the job you're looking to do. But keep in mind, this is 60, 65 watt, this Weller iron, or maybe you can go 100 or maybe 150 watt. But this is still, I think this and this one, I like it, and this Radio Shack one. These three, I pretty much, live with it. If you do so much heavy work, then this one and these two will be really good working on a small board and stuff like that. But yeah, I would start with these ones, at least this one, then maybe go this, and the last one will be this one, or maybe higher, depends on what you're looking to do. So anyway, I hope you guys, let me actually plug it in before it gets so hot. But anyway, I hope you guys learned something from my video. If you did, I would appreciate if you can like, share and subscribe to help my channel and help me motivate, so I can come up with new ideas and try to teach you guys something through this YouTube platform, and to help out each other. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. We'll see you in the next video. Meanwhile, peace out. We'll come up with the next video. Thank you so much.